everybody, welcome back to a process video on Lynn's Everyday Ideas. This is a birthday card that I did for a party our son was invited to. It's the Birthday Wishes collection from Echo Park. I was showing you in the very beginning that on my layouts, or on my product packaging, I keep the front piece and I write on there how many cards and layouts and projects I got on there. Just because I'm anal about that kind of stuff, I like to see how many I can get from a packet, or um, just to kind of, like I said, I'm anal. We'll leave it at that. I like to know that my money has gone far. Um, I do use a couple products that are different for this channel. You probably haven't seen me use them very often because I am really not a card maker. I have tried to stamp and make cards for years, and I've bought things that, tend to lean more towards cards than scrapbooking, and it is just not my thing as far as the stamping goes. I can make these cards from scrapbook supplies, but I am not a good stamper. So I was happy to have the chance to use the supplies I had bought for card making. So you see me use the orange paper as my background. That is my favorite paper out of the whole collection, along with there's a multicolored dot paper in there as well. So here I'm going to use some color box ink on the edges of the paper. The color that I'm using is chambray. It comes in, I think, as a set of 5. You'll see, I'll hold that up for you so you can see what the colors are. And I did swatch them on the sticker so that I could kind of try to match them. Now I'm going to color in the cupcakes, or some of them, with that Wynka Stella silver pen, just to give the paper a little more interest. When I use scrapbook supplies on a card, I try to jazz them up just a little bit so they're not like you would on a layout. You'd use enamel dots or ink splatters. I try to use some little things on there. So now I'm going to use, I believe that's orange peel stickles on some of the orange cherries. And then I'm also going to use, I believe it was a clear one. No, I used baby blue, I'm pretty sure, on some of the other ones. Yep, there it is, baby blue. And then I set that aside to dry. And then I'm going to use one of the large stickers as my main embellishment. It was a birthday cake I think I picked out. I hemmed and hawed between the birthday cake and the little banner that said happy birthday. It was like a square, but I did end up going with the birthday cake there. That's me looking at the square. I thought it fit the size of the card better. And then I knew it wouldn't show up on just that cupcake piece. So I'm going to back it with a piece of the solid paper. It's not solid. It has a tone-on-tone zigzag on it, but it lent itself towards being a solid. I was very happy that this collection had 2 of each sheet of paper. I didn't feel as bad then cutting into it. I always struggle to cut into the pieces that I like the most, because I'm like, well, what if I want that for XYZ layout? And yeah, it then just sits there and doesn't get used, which is why I have so much paper. So this is my Perfect crafting pouch from Scrap Perfect. I have used this even on layouts. I find it works better than the competitor's like brush tool. I only need to, go over it once. I'm going to ink the edges of this blue paper in an orange color. I forget what the exact name of that color is, but I'll hold it up there. So candied yams, I think it was. I can't see on the video. So I used my Perfect Crafting pouch, took the sticky off of off the birthday cake so that I could put foam dots on it to pop it up, give the card a little bit of dimension. I'll tell you, Stampin' Up! Pop dots are my favorite, but it doesn't matter if my nails are short or long or when I had them done. I always have trouble getting that back piece off. So now the main elements of my card are done. And I'm just looking at the stickers to see, is there something I should add? A little, dot or, because there's like little asterisks that look like confetti. And I end up with going with a banner sticker. And I attach it to the cake. I forget what it says. I'll be able to tell in the close-ups, obviously. And now I'm going to look at putting the multicolored dot piece in a strip across the cupcakes before I put the cake down, but it's too busy. Even though the multicolored dot, it reads pretty neutral, it was too busy with the cupcakes. So now I'm just going to use my best glue ever to attach my layers down. And you'll see how little I need to put on there. I probably could put less, but I'm all about making sure it's stuck down. When I used other products previously before I found Scrap Perfect and my ATG, I would go back to my layouts, in a year's time or whatever, and things would have been fallen off, and I don't want that, so I will over glue before I under glue. So there's pretty well the finished card. The only other thing I'm going to add is some glossy accents to the candle, or the candles, just to make them look a little more like they're actually, on fire. So I appreciate you watching my video. I'd love it if you'd give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and let me know if you'd like to see me try more cards. Thanks so much. Bye.